The 5-liter Coyote V8 engine is hands down one of the best engines Ford ever put in an F-150. It's a high-revving V8 with a forged bottom end that routinely goes 300,000 miles. But that reputation is exactly what gets owners in trouble because they assume it's bulletproof and stop paying attention. The truth is, the moment that truck crosses 100,000 miles, 4 specific things come due, 3 of them cheap and fast, and 1 that's the single real weak point on an otherwise incredible engine. I've spent more than 20 years under these trucks, and that 4th one isn't a part you swap in the driveway. It's the one that can actually end the engine, and it starts as a sound you hear every cold morning and tell yourself is normal. Here's the good news: none of this needs a dealership or a lift. The Coyote is a beautifully simple engine, no turbos, no boost plumbing, no intercooler to worry about, and that simplicity is the whole reason it lasts. If you can hold a wrench and read a dipstick, you can handle most of this in a weekend. But stick around for number 4, because that's the one I was talking about. On the Coyote, it's the difference between an engine that easily clears 300,000 miles and one that gives up early and expensive. And by the end, you'll know the exact sound to listen for on a cold start. Let's start with the easiest win. First up, it's your spark plugs, all 8 of them. 100,000 miles is exactly when Ford's scheduled service plan calls for them to be replaced, and on the Coyote V8, it's one of the most satisfying jobs you'll ever do, because the difference is night and day. Here's the thing about a tired plug. The truck doesn't suddenly quit at 100,001. It slowly gets worse, and you blame the years. On the Coyote, worn plugs almost always show up as a rough idle and a quiet drop in fuel economy long before they ever throw a check engine light. You feel a V8 that's lost a little of its crispness, a slightly lumpy idle at a stoplight, gas mileage creeping the wrong way, and you assume that's just an engine getting old. It isn't. It's 8 worn-out $20 parts. But here's what most owners miss. Those weak, misfiring plugs aren't just costing you smoothness. Every misfire dumps raw fuel into the exhaust and slowly cooks your catalytic converters. Those plugs that you haven't changed run at about $20 a cylinder. A catalytic converter you've burned out with months of misfires runs $1,200 and up. You're gambling a $1,000 part to save a $100 afternoon. While the coils are off and the Coyote uses a coil-on plug for each cylinder, look at the boots. Cracked boots arc voltage into the cylinder head instead of the plug, which gives you the same misfire from a different cause. A little dielectric grease on reassembly fixes it. Use Motorcraft plugs in the correct heat range. This is not the place to save $4 on an off-brand set. The result? That smooth, eager V8 idle. Back the way you remember it, the fuel economy climbing back up. And catalytic converters that live to see 200,000 miles. Second on the list, and it's the one thing owners ignore the longest, and it's the quiet engine killer on this list: your coolant. This is also a 100,000-mile item on the Ford schedule. People treat coolant like it's just water that doesn't freeze. It isn't. It's a chemical package, and that package wears out. By 100,000 miles and all the heat cycles that come with it, the corrosion inhibitors are spent. What's left turns slightly acidic, and now, instead of protecting your engine, it's eating the aluminum from the inside, the cooling passages, the radiator, the water pump seals. The Coyote is an aluminum head V8, and heat is the one thing that genuinely threatens its longevity. Here's the early warning almost nobody catches. Pop the reservoir cap. If you see rust, sludge, or an oily sheen floating on top, your coolant turned on you a while ago. Flush it today, and while you're there, watch the weep hole on the front of the engine. A small drip there that most people wipe away and forget is the water pump telling you it's on the way out. A coolant flush and a fresh thermostat is a couple $100. Let it run acidic, let it run hot, and warp a cylinder head, and you're starting at $1,000 and climbing from there. Make sure you use the exact Ford-specified coolant for your year. The universal stuff off the shelf is not always compatible, and mixing types is its own slow disaster. The result? No overheating surprises, no warped head, a water pump and radiator that aren't being eaten from the inside, 10 minutes twice a year checking the level and the color, and one flush now. If this is already saving you a repair bill, do me one quick favor: hit subscribe. It's the thing that keeps these going and helps this reach the next Coyote owner about to make an expensive mistake. 2 left, and number 4 is the big one. Third on the list, and here's where I'll disagree with your owner's manual. It's your transmission fluid. I'll be straight with you because getting this wrong is how channels lose your trust. Ford does not list a fluid change at 100,000 miles. On a lot of these trucks, they call it filled for life and schedule it way out at 150, if at all. But ask any transmission specialist who rebuilds the 6R80 or the 10-speed one OR80 for a living, and they'll tell you the same thing. Lifetime means the life of the warranty, not the life of the truck. 100,000 miles is the smart, proactive point to get ahead of it. The Coyote earns this one because nobody buys a 5.0 to baby it. It's a high-revving V8. People drive these trucks hard, they tow with them, they enjoy the engine. All of that load and heat goes straight through the transmission. The fluid isn't just lubricant, it's hydraulic fluid that runs the clutch packs and carries away heat. As it ages, it breaks down, loses its heat tolerance, and stops protecting those clutches. Old fluid means more heat means clutch wear, and clutch wear means harsh, confused shifts. And by the time you feel them, the transmission is already dying. Up until recently, I drove 2018 F-150 with a 5-liter V8. Over the years, it developed a little shudder, a vibration around 40 to 50 miles an hour, like a rough road that was never there before. 15 years working with Coyote's V8s told me it was my transmission fluid, and not the car. I pulled the fluid, it looked like coffee and smelled burnt. A simple fluid flush and a new filter equaled no more problems. Most F-150 drivers wait another 6 months, another 20,000 miles, until a simple flush isn't a flush anymore, it's buying a torque converter and a clutch pack, and that bill starts around $3,500 to $4,000. 1 point, make sure you do it correctly, don't just drain and fill. Drop the pan, replace the filter and screen, wipe the metal shavings off the magnet, and refill to spec with the correct Mercon fluid for your transmission. Do that at 100,000 and you've added years to the most expensive component on the truck. The result? Crisp, confident shifts, a transmission running cool on fresh fluid, and the priciest repair on this entire truck pushed way down the road. Last up, it's point number 4, the one I promised you. This is the one weak point on an otherwise bulletproof engine, and you need to hear me out on it. The first 3 were cheap parts you swap in a weekend. This one isn't, and I'm not going to tell you to preemptively tear into your timing cover at 100,000 miles. Anyone telling you to blindly do that is selling you something. What I'm telling you is this. The Coyote's variable cam timing is its one genuine vulnerability, and 100,000 miles is right when it enters its wear window. Whether it stays a manageable repair or becomes a catastrophic one comes down entirely to whether you catch it today or leave it for another day. The moment you start your truck in the morning from a cold start, the engine will start on cue, but the old pressure takes a few seconds build to the correct pressure. It's during these few seconds that you're listening out for a metallic rattle from the front of the engine that fades after a second or two once it warms up. On the 2018 and up Coyotes, that's the cam phasers not locking in until they get oil pressure. It's a well-known issue on these engines, common enough that owners have raised it loudly. On the earlier 2011 to 2017 engines, the same cold start rattle is usually the timing chain tensioners and guides wearing. If you've got that rattle and you've been telling yourself, they all do that, it's normal. Stop. That is the earliest warning you will ever get. Here's what makes 100,000 miles the moment of truth. That whole system, phasers and tensioners alike, runs on oil pressure, and it's accelerated more by tired, dirty oil than anything else. So the single best thing you can do for it costs almost nothing. Change your oil every 5,000 miles with full synthetic in the exact viscosity Ford specifies for your year. That viscosity matters more than you'd think, because the phasers and tensioners are hydraulic. They live and die on clean oil at the right pressure. But if the rattle is already there, address it now while it's still a timing job. Catch it early and you're in the lower 4 figures, commonly $2,000 to $4,000 for phasers, far less for tensioners caught in time. Ignore it for another year and that chain stretches, skips a tooth, the valves and pistons meet, and you're not paying for a timing job anymore. You're paying for an engine. So number 4 isn't a part in a cart. It's the oil discipline and the early catch that decide whether your Coyote sees 300,000 miles or gives up early, and on an engine this good, that would be a genuine shame. As I promised you at the start of this video, your F-150 5-liter V8 should easily smash through the 300,000 mile range, but so often they don't. It's not the car, it's the owner who didn't look after it correctly. If you're approaching 100,000 miles, make sure you change the spark plugs and coils. It's maybe $20 a cylinder versus replacing a catalytic converter that can run into the thousands. Flush out and change the coolant and a thermostat. A few $100s now instead of risking overheating and warping a cylinder head later, and do the same with the transmission fluid and a filter. Again, another couple of $100 rather than a $4,000 rebuild bill. And finally, the timing system. Not something you casually replace, but that cold start rattle you absolutely do not ignore unless you want to price out a whole new engine. After 20 years of wrenching, here's the truth. Coyotes rarely die because of mileage. They die because of one problem sat around too long.